Hello and welcome to the Set for Growth YouTube channel where we cover the tips, tricks, and how-tos to broaden your knowledge base through reading and learning. My name is Brandon.
I'm Alex.
And today we're going to be covering 5 tips on how to boost your self-confidence. Take it away.
Okay, so today we're talking about self-confidence.
Yeah.
That's gonna be interesting. So why self-confidence? Self-confidence is a skill, right? It's not like something you're born with. It's something you cultivate every single day, and it helps you achieve, more in life, right? You read it everywhere online that it's like the basic of, of success.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's everybody, everywhere you read, they talk about self-confidence. So how do you get more self-confidence? That's what we're talking about today.
Awesome.
So I got the first tips here for us, Brendan. So the first tip is to look at what you already achieved. Have a trophy room. So a lot of people that lack self-confidence because they don't build strength up on what they achieve in the past, right? So there's a great book which is called The Trophy Effect, and it basically explains to you how to build a trophy room in your mind. So when you face, when you wake up every day, you can go back into your trophy room and see everything you achieved in the past, and it's just it just help building self-confidence because you realize of all the great things you achieve. And also oftentimes we don't really realize, like this morning I'm sure you brush your teeth and you take a shower or whatnot, and those are all kind of small wins, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And,
yeah.
Yeah, and so like if you have all those little wins, they add up at the end of the day, and then you feel more empowered.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's important obviously to celebrate what you've already done. I don't think dwell on it, but definitely celebrate it and definitely recognize that for sure. It's a great way to be able to get some momentum. The second point here is to set goals for yourself and commitment to them. That is the utmost important because this ties into exactly what you're saying. Having your trophy room, you're able to look back at what you've already done. You can gain some positive momentum that way. If you take it upon yourself to create a vision board in your room and really get specific about the short-term, medium-term, and long-term goals that you want to be able to achieve to yourself, and you get to the point where you review those daily, that's really going to give you the momentum to understand what it is that you actually want to achieve.
You have a vision board, right?
I do have a vision board. Yeah, you
Nice.
bet. Yeah, no, it's extensive too, and I have minor goals on there. And the thing is, every time I achieve one of those minor goals, I tick it off, and it feels great, and it just creates this overwhelming momentum that really builds into my confidence as well, and I can apply that into day-to-day life. That helps me achieve more of those goals. Hugely important. One of the best quotes that I have on confidence here by a gentleman named Adlai Stevenson. It's hard to lead a cavalry into a charge if you think you look funny on the back of a horse. It's one of the best things I've heard about confidence, and it definitely is understood, kind of immediately you say, oh yeah, of course, right? If that's your role, and if you're going to be a leader and you want to be somebody to get things done, you definitely have to take the onus upon yourself to be able to feel good about it.
Oh, I like it. That's a very good point. My third point here is change your body language. Stand straight. That's right. Get the shoulder up. Tony Robbins always talk about it, right?
Yeah.
Tony is all about
He's like physiology. Yeah,
physiology. That's right. So get your body straight and smile, and all of a sudden life is just better, right? You don't feel and and Tony Robbins talks about it in all of his book. If you crouch upward and your mouth is kind of in a sad ways, you automatically feed yourself this feeling, right?
Right. Yeah. No, it is important. Actually, it's been so many times, right? Just simple act of smiling,
Right.
that boosts your confidence right away. So, if you have the time of the day where you're feeling kind of in a funk, then definitely just take a second to smile, and automatically you just get these overwhelming feelings of greatness.
You know what I do sometimes? I just start celebrating, what, like this, and in my room by myself, and all of a sudden, I feel great.
That's good. Yeah. No, that's awesome. Speaking about, just your room and your environment, that's also something that ties into this. And this goes into point number 4. Depending on where you are and what your environment is, your confidence levels are going to vary. Obviously, if you're into an unfamiliar situation, you're not going to be fully confident about that situation because you don't exactly know, what your role is in that particular environment. You could have a work environment perhaps that you're extremely efficient in. You understand all the dynamics that are involved, and any situation that arises, you're fully confident to be able to handle that environment. It's incredibly important to be able to put yourself in a situation where the majority of the time the environment that you're in is one that empowers you instead of takes that power away and really destroys your confidence. The more time you spend in environments like that, that's going to leak over into other environments in your life too, and you can apply those, that confidence to everything that you learn from that.
Nice.
Yeah.
I get it goes into putting stickers on the wall, like success is your duty, and all of those things that.
I love Grant Cardone, man. Yeah. I got lots of those all over my room. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Also, environment. Like sometimes I go to like an events and I just feel like I don't like it, or I just feel like I stay there just because just because I feel like I should be staying there, but in fact, like I can just leave the environment, right? I mean, you control your environment.
Oh, for sure.
And so, that's a great point that you got there. 5 point, last one. Empower yourself with knowledge, which is read more, learn more stuff. The reason is that there's a difference between cockiness and self-confidence. And cockiness would be not knowing but pretending to, and that's okay, right? When you just start something, you gotta pretend that you know, right? But at some point you need to get rid of this cockiness and get actual self-confidence that you only get by actually learning and knowing more than you knew before, right? And right, you talk with people, you have more things to talk about because you know more, right? So I think we both agree on this, that learning is the key to to a lot of things.
Yeah, clarity creates confidence, right? And that's what that comes down to. It's essential and I think necessary to be cocky in a lot of situations and act as if, as they say. I know I do that all the time, which is why I'm so confident now.
Exactly, right? Learning more, that's the key to self-confidence, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And lucky you guys out there, we have another bonus for you today, and this one comes down to the most basic principle of all: be yourself. I can't stress that enough. Everybody has something different to bring to the table. Empower yourself by being yourself in situations where without a doubt, you're not going to succumb to the pressures of other people and pretending to be somebody that you're not going to be. You might be able to feign and fake that for a short period of time, but ultimately it's going to wash up, and you yourself are going to be exposed, and you're going to be uncomfortable if you just haven't done it right from the get-go. So, I have a good story with regards to The Rock and one of the documentaries that he put out there. Dwayne The Rock Johnson, I love him, super confident guy.
Love this guy.
Yeah, but he comes from a background. He was depressed, he had anxiety and the whole thing. And I remember in this story, he talks about one of the first, at the beginning of his wrestling career, he goes out into the ring and he was painted as this sort of villain, I guess, of the wrestling world. And he got enough of it because people were booing him. Every time he came out into the ring, people were saying, "Oh, The Rock sucks, The Rock sucks, The Rock sucks." And he had just had enough of it because, Rocky Maivia, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, he's a very confident person. And out of that, he realized that he can't play the villain anymore because he feels that goes against who he is as a person. And there's only so much faking he can do. Sure, he can act it. That's what these guys do. Mm-hmm. But, if you really wanted to play the greatest role as a wrestler that he could be, then the thing is he had to act like himself. So he goes into the ring, grabs a microphone while everybody's booing him, and he declares to the stage and everybody that's around that he may be a lot of things, and The Rock may be rude, he may have an attitude, he may swear, you may not even like him, but the one thing that The Rock does not do is suck. The Rock is awesome, and just boom, blanket statement like that, he steps out from being Rocky Maivia, becomes The Rock that we know him to be today, and he's one of the greatest actors out there now, and definitely one of the most bankable at the very least. Say what you want about his acting, he's awesome though.
Yeah. The Rock is awesome, he says it. Building up on our strength, right? I mean, it's important to know ourselves, and then you can build upon our strength. Because you could spend a lifetime just kind of trying to help your weaknesses, or exactly, right? I mean, everybody is different. Everybody has his own strength and his own interests, and if we build onto those things, being yourself is a great point.
Yeah, absolutely. You got anything else, Alex?
I think that was it for this week.
That's it for this week.
Wow. So, guys, I hope you like this episode. Subscribe below. Click on the button. Like this video also, so it's gonna make us want to do more like this. And I guess we'll see you on the next one, guys.
Yeah. Take care.
Bye bye.